and we think that there's one dream or two dreams, but the reality is that we're multiple dreams. Like our dream takes different shapes. Each dream has its own life cycle, and the life cycle can live itself out. Type in chat. Come on, I want to see your name. If you know that, oh, I'm in my second dream, I'm in my third dream. It's not one and done. It's not one purpose and done. It's your next dream will pull all the lessons. Like you were in lesson collecting just for this dream that's coming to you. You weren't even ready for it yet. I should have been here 10 years ago. Oh, you so were not ready 10 years ago. You are ready now. I remember I used to say, I want to be on Oprah. I want to be on Oprah. I want to be on Oprah. 1998, I want to be on Oprah. 2000, I want to be on Oprah. 2005, I want to be on Oprah. When I was on Oprah, I still felt like I wasn't ready the day I was like, I'm not ready yet. Like, had it happened before, I wouldn't have been, I couldn't have brought the wisdom that I did bring. You know, so many people around me had so much. And so there is a better you, a stronger you, a wiser you, a more patient you, a more perfectly prepared you, literally an ever ready you right now going for the dream that's right ahead of you. And you haven't lost any time. If you've been talking, having that chatter, am I late? Someone asked in the Q&A the other day, it's been a long time. I haven't done anything. Is it too late now?
Yeah.
You know, type in chat right now. I'm committed to being on time with my dream. I'm committed to being on time. Now is a perfect time for that dream.
Right. And everything that we go through in life teaches us the lesson to redream again. Like Lisa said, it's not a one and done. And then our dreams start to create and shift. And so be fluid and flexible and be careful on the expectations that you have on when it should be done, right? Because what you think that you want, it could come out totally different. And that's the delicious creativity of life.
Expectations are everything. And you know what? Kids don't have those expectations. So many of us have been ridiculed for being a dreamer. We hear things like, don't be a dreamer, don't be childish, you're just dreaming. Listen, the problem with the world is that not enough of us are still dreaming. Too many of us have turned those dream switches off, and primarily it's because the adults in the world, the mature people in the world, the people who are no longer dreaming feel massively uncomfortable in the presence of people who still are. So if they're throwing their discomfort onto you, it's not really about you. It's probably more about their fears of your light, their discomfort with the possibility that you're throwing out into the space, and they don't like it. And it's so much easier for us to turn a light off than it is for us to increase the brilliance of our own light. That's the way that we're programmed. So if people are telling you to stop dreaming, please understand that's confirmation. You want the non-dreamers to be uncomfortable in your presence.
But
if
listen,
Lisa had turned her dream off, we would never be here.
But listen, don't go tell them that. Say, Sean told me to tell you. Sean like it.
It's an internal conversation, right? It's got to be a safe conversation. Yeah. Exactly.
Right. You got like, here's what I love. I get people all around the world telling me, I told my husband that you said that I don't have to dim my light for him. I was like, I don't know your husband. I did not say that. I did not say it like that. So right. I have to put a caveat on that. Say this in your head. Like some conversations don't need to be had. I remember when I realized that I had grown up, like I really, and this is recently, by the way, when I realized, I've matured. When I realized I can fight, I can argue, I can be defensive without ever moving my mouth. Like, you don't need to say everything you think, right? That was like a big grown-up move for me. So I just had to say Sean, because I
appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. And they love throwing our names out there. Well, Lisa said, Sean said, Danita said, you ain't got no dreams in your head. That's your problem.
Yeah, don't come at them
To
like
move
that.
away from you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
They're able to change. Don't expect other people to immediately change.
yeah. So what I love about this is that a dream requires your protection. Your dream requires your protection. It's counting on you to protect it. It's counting on you to protect it by not just knowing that there's a thing called time management, but living in time management. Your dream is saying, protect me by not giving away your yes. Can you please introduce yourself to no, now is not a good time. I have some other priorities. Your dream is asking for your protection to eat in such a way that your body is ready for a marathon.
And when you were saying that, your dreamer is also asking for your protection. There's this little girl inside of us or a little boy inside of us or that dreaming entity that says, please don't squash my dreams. I got so many other things to deal with. Please don't let you be the biggest one that's in our way.
Well,
Protect
listen,
that peace.
You know, I love you saying that because I remember when I first wanted to start speaking, and now I'm 24, 5, and I'm like, I want to be a speaker. No one's a speaker. There's like Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, and you just know about them from over there. Like you don't really, And I was like, I want to do that thing. And so, if you think it's an wild, wild west right now, it was a wild, wild west, uncharted turf 25 years ago. And I remember a couple of friends of mine giving me a list of reasons why I can't be a speaker. You can't be a speaker because you got to fail in English, Lisa. Do you remember that? Yeah. You got a D- in speech. Do you remember that? Like they had a list of why I couldn't do it. And I said, stop, hold on. I'm already trying to stop talking myself out of this. Like I'm already in my head trying to climb over my own doubt. Please don't give me yours as well. And I remember asking them, I then took my dream to strangers. I took my dream to strangers who didn't look like me. I took my dream to strangers who weren't my nationality. I'm gonna be honest. I took my dream to strangers who weren't my gender. It was older white men, but I just happened to land in that community, and I shared my dream, sorta, and they had the nerves to up level my dream. I was like, oh, you just scared me. Like they were like, that's good, but I think you could do da. I was like, whoa, I didn't see that. And I knew then, because they made my stomach flip. They made my little flies turn to butterflies, turn to bats, right? They made me want to stay up at night and figure out how. They made me uncomfortable. And so that's when I hooked my caboose to their train. I got a second job to pay for my caboose, being hooked to their train, and I never let go. 13 years later, company built, money made, lifestyle changed, and I was like, I protected the dream.